1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Today's a day of remembrance across the country.
The bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Today is a day to remember.
The Japanese launched a devastating surprise attack on U.S. military forces in Pearl Harbor.
Japanese planes attacked the Pearl Harbor Naval Base in Hawaii.
Prompted the U.S. to enter World War II.
Let us pray in silence and remember those of our comrades who have fallen.
National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day.
All right, start the show.
Yeah. Today's the day. Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah, it is.
So
December 7th.
Yep. We've got some unbelievable weather once again continuing. Yesterday set all kinds of records throughout the Red River Valley. Not here in Fargo, but other places. But we could be going for one today. Again, we're flirting with some unseasonable weather with daytime highs reaching the mid-50s. How about that?
Keep it going. It's going to drop a little tomorrow, though. We got some snow or maybe something coming. Scattered, they're saying, aren't they?
That's right. So looking like Friday night into Saturday, we could have some precip in the form of maybe rain and snow. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But it's going to be dry again for the weekend. Cooler, but still dry. So we're just going to have a little bit of a bump in the road. But this morning, be careful in some areas. There's fog. You said you did have fog this
I
way.
had fog, at least half my way in. Thick stuff, too. So take your time this morning. Makes the bridge decks a little frosty, too, and whatnot.
Yep. So that full Fox forecast anytime at 1079thefox.com. We've got 30 at 6:01.
Here it is, 7th day of December. Welcome to it. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. A Central North Dakota sheriff's deputy was killed while attempting to stop a man who was fleeing from law enforcement last night. According to Highway Patrol, Bismarck police received a report of a vehicle stolen from Bismarck. Deputies in Mercer County found the vehicle and driver, 42-year-old Ian Kramer of Bismarck. They found it in Hazen, about 75 miles northwest of Bismarck. As the officers approached Kramer, he fled and a pursuit began. During the pursuit, a Mercer County deputy parked his patrol vehicle on an approach with its emergency lights on so he could set up spike strips to stop the stolen vehicle. According to HP, while the deputy was behind the patrol vehicle, the vehicle Kramer was driving veered and crashed head-on into it. The impact pushed the vehicle into the deputy, killing him. Kramer, the son of Senator Kevin Kramer, was arrested and taken to the hospital in Hazen before being booked into jail. Crash is under investigation. More sad news is the Salvation Army says a red kettle was stolen Monday night. Taken from West Acres Mall just before a Salvation Army driver was scheduled to pick it up. Witnesses say 2 people were involved in the theft. Major Abe Tameo says kettle thefts happen occasionally, but he's glad no one was adversely affected during this incident. He said the red kettles are a significant part of their fundraising. People we serve are in severe need, and those funds are critical to our operating budget in order to meet those needs. This year's Red Kettle campaign kicked off November 17th with a goal to raise $950,000. Just glad nobody got hurt.
Yeah. It's too bad, though.
It's very too bad. And they've got good pictures of the scumbags that did it.
Oh,
They're going all over social media, so hopefully it won't take long. Hey, Hanukkah begins at sundown tonight. Ends with nightfall a week from tomorrow, December 15th. 8 crazy nights. People say they don't buy anymore because they're so expensive. Includes concert tickets, fabric, ride shares, streaming services, candy bars, and potato chips.
Huh.
Well, isn't that true about especially stupid things like candy bars and potato chips?
Yeah.
It's like $2 for a candy bar now.
Yeah.
A bag of chips, if it's not on sale, is $5 or $6.
Yeah. But did you say fabric?
Fabric. Fabric's crazy.
But
through the roof, man.
I don't know, does buying clothes count? I mean, is that
part of fabric?
Right.
Yes. That's the short answer.
I'm not buying just fabric and making my own.
Yeah, I know. Are they losing at the track over at Joann's or what? What's fabric going through the roof? What's going on? France wants to ban smoking in public spaces. That's like Italy wanting to ban body hair. Good luck with that. Walmart and Target are the most popular for in-store shopping during the holiday season. The least popular, soiled linens and things. And finally, Beetlejuice 2 wrapped production. It's all done. It's in the can. Bit of advice: if you see it in theaters, avoid sitting next to Lauren Boebert. Your wife won't like it. And that's your news for right now.
All right, headlines brought to you by Batteries Plus Bulbs. At Batteries Plus, whatever moves you drives them. Stop in or shop online at batteriesplus.com. Coming up this morning, what you didn't know about that Bison USD ticket scandal. Plus, if you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, make sure you tune in at 8:15. We'll check that scoreboard in sports next.
I can see the excitement on his face. It's pretty remarkable sometimes, just showing somebody the belief that you have in them, and ultimately that you're in the fight with them, and you're going to do whatever you can to help them.
Yeah, that's our coach there yesterday, talking about our quarterback situation.
Yeah.
They announced that Joshua Dobbs is going to continue as our quarterback.
Well, we have backups now, so.
Yes, we do, in case that plan doesn't work.
You're right. That's all.
I like the idea if we got the Pastronaut thrown to the JJ Jets now.
I'm looking forward to seeing that connection.
Yeah.
A lot.
JJ, a full participant in practice yesterday, so that's really, really good news. Mixed feelings, though, it seems like. We posted that on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, asking if you're excited about Josh Dobbs being announced as the starter again going forward. And again, mixed feelings on that. Some would have liked to have seen maybe one of the other guys try. Some felt as if as long as he throws to our teammates, that's great.
Right? Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Right. So I have to imagine he's going to be on a short leash. But I think they also probably, as you heard there a little bit from the coach, they've worked things out. I mean, they're both kind of realizing that, hey, you came here and had to learn this system awfully quick. And so it's kind of a give and take thing. So we'll have to see how that goes forward.
That's fair.
The Vikings are in Vegas on Sunday to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, the Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is the clear fan favorite in the NFL here in the early rounds of voting for the 2024 Pro Bowl lineup. He leads the way. There's a wild story out of Jacksonville where a former employee stole over $22 million from the team. It's absolutely hilarious. It's on what he did with all that money. It's what's trending. We'll talk about that later this hour.
All right.
Meanwhile, hey, former Bison coach Craig Bull called her quits yesterday. He won 3 titles with the in the FCS with our Bison.
Yeah.
Led the Cowboys, where he most recently was, to 6 bowl appearances, which is a record for Wyoming. But he will retire following the Arizona Bowl. So we wish him nothing but the best.
Absolutely, Craig. Enjoy.
You bet. More on that ticket scandal with our Bison and USD. We'll have Farley in here next hour and talk even more. But Bison Athletics, they're now doing a flash sale for Bison men's basketball tickets, and the promo code is playoffs.
Oh, my God.
And basketball's just kind of starting.
My God.
We're not even close to playoffs.
Come on. Come on.
So if you want to pick up Bison men's basketball tickets during this flash sale, again, the promo code is playoffs, and you can get them with that code for $10.
Oh.
Yeah, and everyone is welcome to buy them.
Okay.
Even from South Dakota?
Even from South Dakota.
No.
We got our Bison men in action tonight. They're hosting Portland. And so let's pack the shack. If you like to go for free, you know what? We've got a family 4-pack right now for caller 7 at 701-237-4949. Again, 4 tickets for tonight's Bison men's basketball game against Portland. Of course, we'll have all that action right here on your Bison Nation station. Our Bison football team down there at USD. If you're trying to get tickets and you're making the trip, you're going to need to bring the Ultimate Tailgate Package, which is up for grabs, presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. You can win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. Just make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook now and look for our post. We're drawing one lucky fan tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good road food.
Mm-hmm.
What would you pick? I'd pick the ham.
Ah, that does look good.
Take a big bite out of the ham as I'm driving to South Dakota.
Yeah. Some of that summer.
Is that guy eating a ham?
Some of that summer sausage is good too. Tonight, Week 14 in the NFL is here. Thursday Night Football features none other than the Patriots and the Steelers.
Oh, that ought to be boring.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast, this is exciting. Again, going for a record high here in the valley. 55 is the target high. 53, I believe, the old record.
Bring it.
A bit cooler for the weekend with a chance of some precip, maybe rain, maybe snow. That's happening tonight into tomorrow. It's all there for you at 1079thefox.com. We've got 30 at 6:11.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Hey, does Marge paint her nails?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, toenails too.
Okay. Does she change it up quite a bit when it comes to the colors?
I think so. Yeah. Yes.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm that way too.
Yeah.
I should take notice more often. It'll catch my eye or I'll notice and go, oh, wow, Wendy, I like that color. That's nice.
That's nice that you notice. Yeah, you should. This is 3 weeks old. It looks like hell.
All right. Well, there's this theory out there now.
I know guys are attracted to red nails, and I'll tell you why. It's called the red nails theory. Every time I have red nails, a guy comments on it. And I always thought red nails was like a grandma nail color. I was like, why are they liking red nails? And then it hit me. In the 90s, when we were growing up, women had red nails a lot, especially like our moms. Guys are attracted to red nails because it reminds them of their moms when they were growing up taking care of them. Or like some sort of mommy issue with it. I swear to God.
Wrong. That's creepy.
I think it is too.
And now you turn it into something Freudian or something. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
You're the sick one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, in fact, remember the last time Wendy had red nails.
No.
But then again, I'm not always noticing.
And if anything, I'd be like, ooh, Vampirella, or something. I wouldn't be like, oh, my mom wore those ones. Oh. Good Lord.
If you did, what would Marge do?
Oh, she'd be creeped out. The last thing I'd be doing is getting lucky. The last thing.
You'd be sleeping outside.
Oh,
acting like that.
forget it. Yeah.
No, I think this lady's so wrong.
This is the Fox Morning Show.
Now, here's what's trending on 107.9 The Fox.
All right, so this is a wild story out of Jacksonville. A former Jags employee, he stole over $22 million from the team, which is crazy to think that in an organization that's ran by the NFL that someone could get away with that much money.
It is kind of odd, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. Pretty sloppy bookkeeping over there in Jacksonville, or what?
Well, it was over a 5-year period, and he exploited the organization's virtual credit card program. And he used the stolen money, are you ready for this? To buy 2 cars, a condominium, a designer watch worth over $95,000. Some of the money was also used to purchase cryptocurrency, and he placed a lot of bets on online gambling sites.
Against the Jags, I guess.
Back in the day, that would have been the smart move.
Yeah, I think it probably would have been.
But he raked in over $22 million from an NFL team. How does that happen?
Good question. I would love to find out that answer. Not that I want to try it or anything, but how does that happen in today's world? Well, I guess it happens all the time, I suppose.
Yeah. And again, some of the stuff that he bought was pretty hilarious. I mean, I guess you're going to have that kind of money, you might as well show it off.
A condominium? How do you hide that? Well, I need a place for the cars. I mean, it makes sense, I suppose, right?
And it would be interesting to know exactly who he was betting on and how much money he made from betting.
Right. I mean, why not a trailer with a nice carport? Why a condominium? Why are you going to be all flashy about it?
Yeah, right? Hide out for a while, dude.
Yeah. Lay low, man. Haven't you seen Goodfellas? That's what happened with the Lufthansa heist.
That's right. Oh, that's a lot of ching. $22 million stolen by a former Jaguars employee.
$22 million.
Yeah, that would have paid at least one person's salary on the team.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Today's a day of remembrance across the country.
The bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Today is a day to remember.
The Japanese launched a devastating surprise attack on U.S. military forces in Pearl Harbor.
Japanese planes attacked the Pearl Harbor Naval Base in Hawaii.
Prompted the U.S. to enter World War II.
Let us pray in silence and remember those of our comrades who have fallen.
National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day.
All right, start the show.
Welcome to it.
Yeah.
December 7th, 80 years ago.
Yeah. That was the first time we'd ever been attacked on our soil, right?
No.
No?
No, the British, 1812.
Okay, sure.
War of 1812. And,
Sure.
They burned the White House.
Yeah. But that generation's what has now become our generation's 9/11. That was that generation's.
Absolutely. Yeah,
tragedy.
that's what put us into World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's always the conspiracy theorists that say that, that Roosevelt knew about it and, that we knew this was coming and sort of thing and let it happen in order for its excuse to get us in.
And then we heard all that same stuff after 9/11, right? I mean, it just always goes on.
It's just human nature, I guess.
Yep.
But welcome to your Thursday.
Oh,
Sure,
my
it's gonna
God.
be nice today.
Going for a record high 55 today. The old record 53. How about that? But then cooler for the weekend, but still nice. We're talking 30s and 40s. But there is a chance of some rain/snow for tonight and tomorrow. So keep that in mind if you've got travel plans or anything like that for the weekend. You can check it out anytime at 1079thefox.com. We've got 32 right now at 702.
Welcome to it, 7th day of December. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. North Dakota sheriff's deputy was killed while attempting to stop a man who was fleeing from law enforcement last night. According to Highway Patrol, Bismarck police received a report of a vehicle stolen from Bismarck. Deputies in Mercer County found the vehicle and driver, 42-year-old Ian Kramer of Bismarck, in Hazen, about 75 miles northwest of Bismarck. As they approached Kramer, he fled and a pursuit began. During the pursuit, a Mercer County deputy parked his patrol vehicle on an approach with its emergency lights on so he could set up spike strips to stop the stolen vehicle. According to HP, while the deputy was behind the patrol vehicle, the vehicle Kramer was driving veered and crashed head-on into it. The impact pushed the vehicle into the deputy, killing him. Kramer, the son of Senator Kevin Kramer, was arrested and taken to the hospital in Hazen before being booked into jail. Salvation Army says a red kettle was stolen Monday night. It was taken from West Acres Mall just before a Salvation Army driver was scheduled to pick it up. Witnesses say 2 people were involved in the theft. Major Abe Tomeo says kettle thefts happen occasionally, but he's glad no one was adversely affected during the incident. He said the red kettles are a significant part of their fundraising. Today's National Letter Writing Day. Also, Hanukkah begins at sundown tonight and ends with nightfall on Friday, December 15th. A poll asked what they would pay the most for a T-shirt.
Yeah.
37% of people said $20.
That sounds about right.
Me too. That's about what I would pay. That was the most popular answer. About 13% of young adults said they would pay $80 for a T-shirt, but 0% of boomers said they would do that. Maybe at a concert.
Well, and that's what you're going to pay.
That's probably what you're going to pay.
If you want one of those T-shirts at a concert, you're going to pay through your nose. But
you want a hoodie? Oh, that's $150.
You have to take out a small loan.
Told you last hour, fabric's up. Miller High Life will be selling a Mary High Light, which looks like a 3D neon bar light. It's 2.5 feet tall. It's been infused with the scent of tobacco.
Really?
To bring the nostalgic stank of a dive bar right there into your home.
Ah,
smells like a dive bar in here.
Comfort smells.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think the only people that would buy that probably are smokers anyway, so it probably already stanks like cigarettes down there. If you buy a real tree this year, heads up, make sure you shake it a lot, or you could end up bringing a tree full of bugs into your home. Never thought about that, but that's absolutely true.
Well, and
you've seen our squirrels.
Squirrels. I was going to say, you know what happened to Clark Griswold.
Yeah, that's right. Catch it with a coat, smack it with a hammer. Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, and then the cat sees it, and then, next thing you know, the house goes up in flames.
Other than the fire, it's a lot of fun. Only 3% of Americans have had A, the COVID booster, B, the flu shot, C, a salad for lunch.
C.
And 65-year-old Sharon Stone says just about as many people want to sleep with her as ever.
Oh? Really?
Yeah, that's what she said. If you want to be the next bachelorette, golden bachelorette, just say so, Sharon.
Right.
Not to do the old...
You got to admit, that one scene from that one movie is pretty damn sexy.
Which is uncrossing her legs?
Yeah.
Don't they make fun of that in a bunch of other movies and stuff?
Well,
and
nowadays.
Like, yeah.
But back in the day, when that scene happened.
I think like Alec Baldwin does it or something, and it's gross.
I think I was like 13, 14, right at that age where I was like,
Was that what I thought it was?
oh, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to Arby's. Here's your news for right now.
Okay. All right, coming up yet this morning, what you didn't know about the Bison USD ticket scandal. Plus, if you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, tune in at 8:15. Coming up next, we got some Bison and Viking news for you in sports.
Just in time for the holiday.
When I informed him of the decision, I could see the excitement on his face. It's pretty remarkable sometimes, just showing somebody the belief that you have in them, and ultimately that you're in the fight with them, and you're going to do whatever you can to help them.
You bet. That's our coach there, Kevin O'Connell, announcing yesterday that Josh Dobbs, the Pastronaut, will be our quarterback this Sunday in Vegas when we take on the Raiders. So the Pastronaut to J-Jets. I like the sound of that. I hope it works. I hope they're effective.
Ditto.
A lot of mixed feelings on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com with the Vikings announcing that they're going forward with Dobbs.
I think it's mostly mixed feelings.
I think it is. I think for most of us. I'm sure, you got to have trust in the coaching staff that this is the right decision, right? I mean, what else can you do?
I mean, the guy was a wizard before, when he was escaping and Houdini and,
And somehow
when he didn't know the plays and he just made his own up.
I know, right? He was better when he didn't know the playbook.
Yes.
I think somehow that has to be incorporated into his game so he gets a feel for the game, so he gets into rhythm. He's got to make some plays with his legs.
I agree.
That's just part of his game. So, again, we'll see going forward. Good to see, though, that JJ was a full participant yesterday in practice for the Vikings. Meanwhile, the favorite, as far as quarterbacks go in the NFL, Tua Tagovailoa. He leads in the voting for the 2024 Pro Bowl lineup. So he's a clear fan favorite. Of course, Tua for the quarterback for the Dolphins there. Meanwhile, if you missed it, that wild story out of Jacksonville where a former employee stole over $22 million from the team. How does that happen?
Over how long was that? 2 years?
5 years?
5 years. Yeah, nobody caught that?
Right, so we'll revisit that story again. It's what's trending coming up later this hour.
Guys, we're down $22 million. We got to cut back on the buffet.
Raise the beer prices.
Jeez.
Right. Meanwhile, hey, Coach Craig Bull, you remember him?
Yeah.
Our Bison. He won 3 FCS national titles at North Dakota State, and he led the Cowboys, where he's been coaching most recently down there in Wyoming, to a record 6 bowl appearances. He's retiring after the Arizona Bowl, so he's hanging her up.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
I'm sure Leah, his wife, is like, ugh, now he's going to be around the house all day.
More on that ticket scandal here shortly between our Bison and USD, but yesterday, Bison Athletics put out a flash sale on tickets to upcoming Bison men's basketball games with a promo code that just happens to also be playoffs.
Huh. It's a popular one, yeah.
The basketball season is just getting underway. They're using the promo code playoff. Oh, I wonder why. Hey, and they welcome everyone to purchase those tickets using that promo code. $10 tickets to Bison men's basketball games. They are home tonight, in fact, hosting Portland. So let's pack the shack. Coverage at 6, tip-off at 7 here on your Bison Nation station. Also, not only on your radio, but on your phone, on your smart speaker, or online at 1079thefox.com. But if you want to be a fan in the stands, we've got another family 4-pack right now for callers 701-237-4949. Give us a holla. All right, 701-237-4949. We'll hook you up with a family 4-pack for tonight's game. Meanwhile, our Bison football team, of course, down there at South Dakota in Vermilion. If you're making the trip, don't go empty-handed. We've got the ultimate tailgate package up for grabs, presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. If you're on our fan page right now watching us live, you can see that impressive prize pack that you can win. So again, for the free meat, the free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team, just be a fan of the Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. We'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow. Week 14 in the NFL is here tonight. Oh, this one might not be a dandy. The Patriots and the Steelers?
Yeah, that's Go to bed early. You'll be fine.
Again, there's Bison men's basketball tonight.
Yes, there you go.
And again, if you want to go, be caller 7 now for those tickets. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast again with a near record high today. Well, actually, if we hit the target, 55, that'll be 2 degrees better than the old record, actually. Cooler weekend, though, with a chance of rain, maybe mixed with snow tonight and tomorrow. Check it out for yourself at 1079thefox.com. 34 now at 7:14.
Some are calling it a scandal. What you didn't know about the Bison USD ticket deal going on now, well, they went down already, but we'll tell you about it coming up.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Oh, it's Farley's in the house.
Hello,
Hey, pal, how's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. Almost the weekend. Cusp of the weekend Thursday.
Let's get it going already.
Yeah. Hey, you weren't the one that stole that password from USD and put it on social media for Bison Nation.
No.
Run with it.
You know who it was? It was probably a damn Jackrabbits fan is what it was.
It probably was.
You know, between the two states, I mean, we have relatives that live in both states. It was probably the cousin of a cousin.
Yeah, it could be something innocent like that.
Or like Dave said yesterday, the Yotes fan was just stupid enough to tell somebody that he shouldn't.
Right, you know.
But listen, they're not the smartest people down there, right? They got their meth. We're on it, you know? I mean,
South Dakota, why they all talk like that?
We're all on meth giving up passwords. Japers.
But then again, you know, the password wasn't that hard to figure out. I mean, the password was playoffs.
1, 2, 3 T's.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs?
Oh, trying to win a game here.
Oh, so
now they got to change the password again.
Right?
Just adding an exclamation mark.
That's what I said.
So all this ticket drama, and again, those tickets were all snatched up now by USD fans because they canceled all the tickets that were bought by Bison fans.
Of course they did.
And now they're on resale sites for as much as $224 a pop.
Papers.
So somebody's trying to make some money quickly.
How is that even legal? I don't know. I mean,
are they serial numbered where they'd be able to just completely get rid of the ticket? You know what I mean? That it couldn't even be... I guess they could still sell it, but it wouldn't be an active ticket. I don't know.
Somehow the NCAA needs to step in on that.
Yeah.
It just smells shady, fishy, something. Yeah.
And Bison Nation, of course, isn't going to let it go.
Oh, God, no.
As well they shouldn't.
Apparently, somebody is making T-shirts reflecting this and are going to wear them to the game.
Between that and them probably throwing some dead coyotes out on the field, you know, hit a couple in the truck with the truck on the drive down and just toss them on the field. Take that.
Now, when we talked to you last week about the matchup, you had told us that you had been to Bozeman, Montana before, and you had all kinds of great insight on Bozeman. How about Vermilion, South Dakota?
You know, I don't think I've ever been to Vermilion.
Who has, right? Because it's off the beaten path.
Yeah.
Well, by accident one time, actually.
You were low on gas.
I was low on gas. And like, oh.
I'll fill you up, boy. Yeah, I got nothing on Vermilion.
Okay,
no?
yeah.
Got to smell better than Brookings. That's all I'm guessing. I have no idea.
Oh, absolutely. Don't you think? Yeah. Or Rapid.
Yeah, and it's tucked right there into the corner of the state.
There's a reason for that.
Right? Close to Iowa. And,
gross.
Yeah, and...
What a terrible place to live.
Trying to do business, cancel your ticket.
Well, we're going to have to call again the Visitors Center from Vermilion.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It worked great from Bozeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the
some good
lowdown.
tips.
Yeah, got some great tips.
Yeah,
got
well,
some hot picks. It was good.
Except for because I wasn't wearing my glasses when I was looking up the number. We accidentally called first the Bozeman Vision Center. Ironically.
But it worked out good, though, because you got seen right away.
That's awesome.
They had no clue what we were talking about at
That's
first.
hilarious.
But once we found the visitor center, we were fine.
We got the answers we sought.
Oh, my God.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
All right, boys, there's a TikTok challenge out there that you need to be aware of. Your woman sees this. Oh, she's going to use this against you. She's going to try and trick you.
Oh.
So,
all right.
I'm telling you this.
All right, women, shut your radios off.
It's called the Name One Woman Challenge. So I'm asking you to right now, give me one woman's name. Farley?
Carla.
Carla. Dave?
Baba Yaga. The Ukrainian gal. Lives in a house, walks around on chicken legs. It's an old folklore tale.
See, you both failed. You both failed. That's why I'm telling you this. So that if your woman sees this TikTok challenge and gives it to you, I want you to be ready for this.
Well, all right. Well, what name am I looking out for?
You want to say her name. Dave, you got to say Marge. No. You do.
Ask your man to name a woman. If that guy says any other name than yours, you should start a fight.
Name one woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway? Why?
Name one woman.
That's the question?
Yeah.
Alex. Duh. How stupid do you think I am?
But then I come across as needy.
Oh, you're always thinking of me. I love it. Thank you.
Exactly. But you're scoring points, Farley.
It's true. Even when I look at other women, I think of you.
Man, she's way better looking than you are.
I'm telling you, your woman's going to see this on TikTok, and she's going to give you this challenge.
Well, you just gave everybody a nice public service right there. Don't screw this one up.
Don't screw it up.
Yep.
Especially, it's almost the weekend, man. You don't want to be sleeping on the couch.
Oh,
But if she's a freak in the sheet, say Baba Yaga. It's a key in, I'm telling you right now.
Does that get that? Does that get Marge hot?
It's magical.
How do you say that again?
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Easy money.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds gorgeous.
It is.
I want to practice saying that all day. Baba Yaga.
It's okay.
Baba Yaga.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Today's a day of remembrance across the country.
Bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Today is a day to remember.
The Japanese launched a devastating surprise attack on U.S. military forces in Pearl Harbor.
Japanese planes attacked the Pearl Harbor Naval Base in Hawaii.
Prompted the U.S. to enter World War II.
Let us pray in silence and remember those of our comrades who have fallen.
National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day.
All right, start the show.
80 years ago.
Yeah, that really got World War II going. My grandpa was in World War II.
Was he?
Yeah.
Nice. What did he serve in?
He was in the Army.
In the Army?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, because it wasn't Air Force then. It was Army Air Corps.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, welcome to it. Almost the weekend, Friday Eve, and we're going for a record high today, 55. It's going to be cooler for the weekend, but still really nice with 30s and 40s, man.
Right on.
There is a chance of some rain, maybe mixed with snow tonight and tomorrow, but we'll have to see exactly what it dumps and how much it dumps, but doesn't sound like any significant amount. You can check it out for yourself anytime at 1079thefox.com. We've got 34 now at 8 o'clock.
And naval aviators, before I start getting haters jumping on me, I forgot about the naval aviators, because there was the Navy and the Army that was in the air as well. But also, I want to throw in that Mark Wagaman let me know that free will offering for hot dogs at the Fargo AmVets today, noon till 2, or when they're gone, and all in remembrance of Pearl Harbor Day.
Oh, very cool.
So if you're looking for something to do at lunchtime,
there you go.
There you go. Welcome to it. 7th day of December. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. Sad to report that a Central North Dakota sheriff's deputy was killed while attempting to stop a man who was fleeing from law enforcement last night. According to HP, Bismarck police received a report of a vehicle stolen from Bismarck. Deputies in Mercer County found the vehicle and driver, 42-year-old Ian Kramer of Bismarck and Hazen, about 75 miles northwest of Bismarck. As officers approached, he fled and a pursuit began. During the pursuit, a Mercer County deputy parked his patrol vehicle on an approach with its emergency lights on so he could set up spike strips to stop the stolen vehicle. According to HB, while the deputy was behind the patrol vehicle, the vehicle Kramer was driving veered, crashed into it head-on. Impact pushed the vehicle into the deputy, killing him. Kramer, the son of Senator Kevin Kramer, was arrested and taken to the hospital in Hazen before being booked into jail. And I'm sad to report that the Salvation Army said that a red camel was stolen Monday night right there in front of West Acres. And there's good video footage of the faces of the people that took it going around social media, so share that if you see it. But it was picked up and stolen just before a Salvation Army driver was scheduled to pick it up. Witnesses say 2 people were involved in the theft. Major Abe Tomeo says cattle thefts happen occasionally, but he's glad no one was adversely affected during that incident. It's a big part of their fundraising.
Yeah.
That's probably the major bite right there.
Yeah.
Remember, today's National Letter Writing Day. Question, do you still do Christmas cards?
Yeah, in fact, Wendy was putting ours together, She always makes them. So anyway, she was putting that together.
Putting it together online kind of thing to send to Shutterfly. Yeah, because I got the coupon too, so that's what we're doing. Yeah. Hanukkah begins at sundown tonight. Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish friends. It ends at nightfall, as you well know, next Friday. 8 crazy nights.
Yeah, bring it on.
You bet. McCormick says tamarind will be 2024's flavor of the year.
Okay.
Sounds like they're overstocked.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever used that?
No.
Me neither.
I've seen it in stuff, but I'm like, oh, tamarind.
Yeah. I don't even know what it's like.
Is it the rind of a tama? Meanwhile, Pinterest says melty mashups will be a food trend in 2024. That sounds good.
That does.
You bet.
I like melting stuff.
Heads up, if you buy a real tree this year, make sure the tree lot shakes it really well before you put it on your car or in your car. You end up bringing a tree full of bugs into your home.
Ooh.
A new poll asked people, would you rather receive $1 million today or earn 3 cents for every step you take?
Oh.
About 56% of people said they'd prefer the 3 cents per step.
Well, I got to do the math. I don't know. What does that come out to?
You know, it's one of those things, a penny a day for the rest of your life or $1 million now. And the penny a day is like millions and millions of dollars because it goes, it's a penny turns into 2, into 3 pennies, into 6 pennies, and blah, blah, blah.
But if you get, if you take the $1 million now, you can just sit on your fat ass and not have to worry about
I don't
taking
care.
steps.
Yeah, well, you guys are, stepping around. I'm Jabba the Hutt. Also, counting Apple Jacks as a daily fruit serving is something that Americans wish they could get paid for doing.
Okay.
An enormous inflatable Santa mysteriously showed up in a vacant lot in a Texas neighborhood. It's been up for a week.
Oh.
Neighbors have no idea where it came from, but they're delighted, and the kids love it.
Oh, good.
And finally, it would cost you over $46,000 to buy all the gifts from the 12 days of Christmas this year. If the 9 ladies dancing are from the Spearmint Rhino, you can add 10 grand to that. Just letting you know for now. So that's your news for now.
Okay, headlines brought to you by JDP Electric. There's only one place you should trust with your home electrical needs, and that's JDP Electric. Call 232-1991 today to experience the JDP difference. Coming up, if you want to fill your fridge for the holidays, we got that first keyword of the day here at 8:15. But your sports schedule for today coming up next.
Informed him of the decision. I could see the excitement on his face. It's pretty remarkable sometimes, just showing somebody the belief that you have in them, and ultimately that you're in the fight with them, and you're going to do whatever you can to help them.
All right, Coach Kevin O'Connell saying that they're going to roll with the Vikings' Josh Dobbs this coming Sunday.
Staying pat, man.
Yeah, and as you heard, he was pretty excited. Of course so, right? The Pastronaut, he's back. Oh, he never left.
Right.
But he'll be throwing to J-Jets. I like the sounds of that. I just hope it works out. Justin Jefferson, a full participant in practice yesterday, so that's good to hear, too. Seems to be mixed feelings, though, at least on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com about Dobbs getting the job or staying with the job. So we'll see. We'll see.
Exactly.
At this point, I mean, the coaches are with these guys day in, day out. Obviously, they know, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, the clear favorite as far as voting goes for the 2024 Pro Bowl lineup. He's the fan favorite amongst, I guess, most football fans. Meanwhile, again, that wild story out of Jacksonville where a former Jags employee stole over $22 million from the team. I mean, they could have got some really nice jerseys and stuff, but no, he took $22 million from them.
Yep. Everybody gets to stay in his condo one weekend a year.
Hey, happy retirement to former Bison coach Craig Bohl, who won 3 FCS national titles with North Dakota State, and really credited for what we know as the culture now amongst Bison Nation, right?
Right.
He led the team that he's been coaching, the Cowboys, to a record 6 bowl appearances, and he will retire following the Arizona Bowl. You know, he coached Josh Allen, too. You know, I mean, that guy's having a heck of a career in the NFL. So, happy retirement again to Coach Craig Bohl. Meanwhile, the ticket scandal between our Bison and USD in the upcoming playoff game continues. And, well, Bison Athletics thought they would have some fun with it and had a flash sale for Bison men's basketball tickets. And the promo code? Yeah, you guessed it, playoffs.
It's popular. People seem to like it.
unlike USD, NDSU said everyone is welcome to buy tickets during the flash sale using the promo code PLAYOFFS. And they're only $10. So there you go. In fact, if you want to go and see our Bison men in action tonight, they're hosting Portland. We've got some family 4-packs here for you. Give us a call, 701-237-4949. We'll get rid of what we have left. First come, first served, while supplies last. Again, NDSU hosting Portland. So let's pack the shack. Coverage at 6, tip-off at 7 tonight right here on your Bison Nation station. And for those that are making the trip down to Vermilion, South Dakota, again, we don't want you to show up empty-handed. We've got the Ultimate Tailgate Package up for grabs again this week, presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. Look,
check out our meat.
Check it out. You're on our fan page on
camera.
Facebook. It is beautiful. All right, you can win the meat, the booze, and autographed football from this year's Bison football team by simply being a fan of the Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. We'll be drawing one lucky fan tomorrow for that. Tonight, week 14 in the NFL kicks off with a snoozer.
Kenny Pickett taking on Mac Jones.
No, it's not even that. Because
isn't it Steelers and...
It is, but both those quarterbacks are gone too already. So it'll be Zappy.
Oh, my God. Bailey.
And I forget already who... Trubisky.
I'm sure that the Patriots forgot, too.
Zappy and Trubisky
two
tonight.
of the most unwatchable teams right now. They're bad.
So there's that. Again, you might as well just go to the Bison men's basketball game. Again, give us a call, 701-237-4949. Let it ring just for a little bit, and we'll try and get to you and hook you up with some tickets for tonight's game. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast again, beautiful today, going for a record high 55. Cooler for the weekend, but still highs in the 30s and 40s. There is a chance of some rain mixed with snow tonight and tomorrow. All those details again at the website. 34 right now at 812.
We want to fill your fridge for the holidays with groceries from Cashwise Foods, always saving you more. Your first keyword of the morning coming up next.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
I was doing some reading, Dave.
Uh-oh. That's how it gets you into trouble.
They say you shouldn't give 100% at work. They say a solid 85% is plenty.
Yeah, if they wanted more, they'd pay you more. I agree.
Yeah, there's this idea that they call simply the 85% rule, which says instead of giving your max effort, loosen up a little and give 85% instead. That keeps you more flexible, more present.
Sure.
Helps you be more creative.
Well, it doesn't drain you dry either. At the end of the day, you still feel like a human being that has a life, you know?
Right?
Yeah.
Keeps you from burning out.
Dude, bingo.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact,
85% high. Start doing 50.
Work yourself up to 85.
Yeah, take it slow
I hear ya.
and easy.
Yeah. And this logic doesn't come from some schmuck.
No?
No, this rule, this 85% rule...
Like Warren Buffett or something?
...comes from none other than Carl Lewis himself, an Olympic sprinter.
Oh, yeah, no one would call him a schmuck.
No. No. Makes me think, though, was he only gone about 85% in the Olympics?
So he could have tried harder.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm smelling right there. Unless that was his ploy, you know, he was sandbagging.
During, like, the preliminaries and stuff.
Yeah, and once you got to the actual, you know, timed events.
Yep.
Pour it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then it looks like you're giving 110.
Oh, my God, he's got another gear.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it.
Wow. You got two things done at work today. What? What's going on?
Yeah. Where's the real Dave?
Uh-huh.
What'd you do with him?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, I
You
get
on
it.
the drugs, boy?
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.